Hello, my beautiful people. It's Marbird. How are y'all doing? Everybody say hi to Luna. Come here. Come here. Everybody say hi to Luna. Who's the prettiest girl? Oh my goodness. This has been my bed buddy for like the past 2 or 3 weeks. She's going to be here till I think March 2nd. So that's Miss Luna. And anyways, yeah, so we are here for another pick a card. I've got a lot going on, so I'm just trying to get them in where I can. And getting ready for a big content push, so yeah, just stay tuned. I'm just trying to work with the energetics of everything, but I hope all is well with you. So today's topic, these are going to be quick and dirty. We're only doing 3 piles. It's better to get something out that's small and easy and sizable for me to get out instead of like doing the big hour one. So we're going to try and keep these to like 25-30 minutes. But today's topic is men versus women. How do men view you versus how women view you? 3 piles. I don't have any. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'll give you 3 because I'm going to be using all Kim Kranz. So I'm using her Kim Kranz archetype deck. And then I'm using her Wild Unknown Animal Tarot deck. And then I'm using the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck. So pile number 1, you can choose pile number 1, although we're using these decks in all of the spreads. Pile number 2 will be the Kim Kranz Tarot. And then pile number 3 will be the Animal Oracle. I know it's like really bright. Can I turn this down? I think I can turn this down. I know I can turn this down. I don't know why I'm asking myself. I think I'm kind of blowing myself out anyways. What does that mean is like all the highlights, if they're like, anyways, I'm being cheesy, right? Okay, so pile number 1, yeah, we're to like skip the housekeeping, all that good stuff. This is just quick and dirty. Pile number 1, let's get into this. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get all the cards out here, so we're gonna get just whatever comes out with this, whatever comes out for these, and then we'll just go from there. So how do men view my pile number 1? Of course, it's like the one card that I have no idea what it means. But intuitively, right, this is how we read intuitively. Wow, that's really interesting. So first off here, we have Althea. I don't know what it means, but it's this this rose. So right away, I feel like with that and with the king, you know, men feel that you, there's a duality to you, right? With this black and white, it's kind of like there's 2 sides to you, right? And I think that it can be surprising. I feel like you can show up, you know, either really professional or really, you know, with the king being here, it definitely I also feel like you're like a really good dresser. I'm just picking up a lot intuitively. I feel like you've got a very bold statement to you, especially coming up here with the king. It's like, we have the, sorry, I got distracted there. We have the king here, and yeah, I'm gonna restart this. Okay, I'm back. I got distracted. I had to tend to something. We're back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stitch it. It's not that big of a deal. So yes, I feel like there is a big dichotomy to you. I feel like you have a really big presence. I also feel that you, just your appearance, I feel that men, when they meet you, notice that you have yourself like really put together. I'm just noticing with all these colors and like the ombre, like I feel like you just, and just with the imagery of it, it's like I feel like you come across to men like you have an authority over yourself, authority over your actions, authority over your, just everything, like, you know, the way you present first impressions. I feel that you come across that you are that way in all of the things that you do. I don't feel like people are like, oh, this is just an act or something like that. I think that people truly do feel like you're quite genuine, which is really nice. I'm like, is she just gonna try and sit here in the middle? Every time I put cards down, she's like, she's all over them. Hello. So let's go ahead and get a little tarot out here because we are going to keep these short. I'm like, I could go on and on. I do love these circle cards whenever I get them on the archetype cards. Okay, back over here. Come here. Show them what you can do. Back over here. Sit down. Lay down. Thank you, ma'am. So let's see here what the tarot says. What else am I getting off of this? Also, I feel like you're very balanced. I feel like men, yeah, I definitely feel like men, you also might be the person that like kind of grew up around men, that you're very comfortable around men. I feel like there's this ease. I feel like you're very relatable to masculine energies, simply because you just have, there's a way that you communicate that I don't feel like you pussyfoot around. I feel like you say what you mean what you say. Oh, do we got some snouts over here? We got some snouts over here. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, this is really interesting. So we have the Ten of Swords with the King of Wands. There's that masculine energy and the Five of Swords. Okay, so the Five of Swords, oh, it's in reverse. Because I was going to say the Five of Swords means it's petty. They don't think that you're a petty person. They don't feel like you're like a gossiper or anything like that, or that you just go around like just spouting off BS. You've got this King of Wands, this very, again, I feel like that masculine energy. King energy is masculine energy, which means you go for things. You don't lean back and, masculine energy is I chase, not attract. Feminine energy is I attract, I don't chase. Okay? And I'm not saying that you chase other people, but you chase down your dreams. You chase what you want. You don't wait for somebody to bring it to you. You don't have this, that's another thing. I feel like masculine energies really appreciate that you don't have the sense of entitlement to you. Or I'm going to say men, not masculine energies. We are talking about men and women. So, whatever context that you're talking about. And then we've got the Ten of Swords here. I feel like they really respect you because you're willing to cut things off. I feel like when okay, that's another thing. You say what it comes back to you say what you do what you say you're going to do. If something's over, you don't turn around. You don't turn back. You don't, you let the explosions like explode over your back while you just walk straight away. Like you don't turn back or whatever. Like when you're done, you are done. We're going to get one card from here. I like that. It's very strong, right? And I'm not necessarily talking to women here. I'm talking to, this is a unisex reading. So male, if this is male on male, this is what how other men see you. And then we have the dragonfly. We've got, oh, they said don't take reverse. Okay. Not today. Okay. Dragonfly is all about, they also feel like you see the big picture, that you're very intuitive, that you know how to read the room, and if you think about dragonflies and you see how they fly, they flip from one thing to one thing, but they're not just like this meandering, like they have a like, they'll buzz your face, they'll buzz your nose off going by you. If a dragonfly is on its way somewhere, it will, but they'll also come and like kind of stare at you in the face. It's a very quick moving energy, yeah. Along with all of the sword energy. I mean, you might be an air sign, but I think that you're very quick-witted. They feel like you're very mentally agile, which is what we love that. We love the mental agility. So let's get into what women think about you. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. I'm like, ah! Okay, we've got the medallion. And we've got the thread. Really interesting. So first off, I feel like women, okay, I'm getting a lot off of this card. The medallion is all about, again, this dressing. I feel like you dress really well. I feel like people feel like, regardless of whether you have a lot in the bank account, that you present yourself well. So it's really kind of in line with the women. I also am getting like this Midas touch. I think that women, when they get around you and get around their energy, they realize, okay, yeah, also with this hand, with the medallion. So maybe off of first glance when they meet you, they might think that you're being taken care of or something like that. I think, but then when they get to know you, I think they realize that you reach for everything. You reach for your goals. Again, very in line with what masculine energies here feel. But I feel like this men, it's like they're sitting back and they appreciate you, and the women are like, holy crap, she goes after something and she gets it. Like she pulls it in. Like this is like actual coin. So whether, coin is just representing like pentacle energy, like, a job or, or a person or whatever, they feel like you're a really great manifester. There is a lot of dark energy. It's very interesting, like just the coloration. The men have this color and this, the black and white, and then all over here, it's like there's a lot of darkness here. So women may also not feel like they can trust you, or they don't know, like there's something about you that they may not it's something that they can't see, and maybe that they're waiting to see. Maybe more will come out here, but you also may just incur a lot of jealousy in women. I'm just feeling, because people are seeing I think maybe people just see that, they see that you're shining and they feel like maybe they don't shine as brightly, and I don't think that's necessarily the case. I feel like this is a cultivated vibration that you had. I don't feel like you were always this person. You may have always been a bright light, but because we also have the thread here, which is really interesting. It's this thread, again, in this darkness. I feel that women with you, and I've never realized this thread got cut off here. Yeah, I feel like women, they're reaching. They feel like they can't reach something here, and I don't feel we've got this upside down rainbow. I feel like maybe they don't feel like they can connect with you. So you may not be interested in what a lot of other women happen to be in, and I'm not saying, I don't know, I'm just feel like women can't connect with you. There's something about you, and we did say that you were very comfortable in your masculine energy, but there's something about you, yeah, and I'm getting this red thread. It's like this is like, the masculine side is making the connection and the women feel cut off. And then with all of this darkness, I feel like there's just this like hesitancy about you, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of people that like back up when they meet you, maybe back up into the corners. They also may not bring you around their significant other or something like that. I'm just definitely getting a little hateration on here, and I think it's just because they're in the dark and they don't know you as well. And I think, they might project, because I just keep getting, like, I'm getting all these backs on the corner, like, everybody's, like, in the back, like, maybe talking about you, and, they're, feeling like you're trying to be the center of attention, and maybe you just are because you're not trying to be. I feel like you're very self-contained here, but I definitely feel like you have an authoritative, and that just might be where you live. Women in New York that I've met, or flight attendants, or exotic dancers, or people, behind the desk at Edward Jones, depending on where you are and what part of the country, you're going to find, different people with different kinds of attitudes and ways that they, so like right now I'm in Texas, and it's, looks and everything like that. It's very different than, it's kind of like similar to LA in a different way, versus like New York or Pittsburgh or something like that. I don't know, there's just this attention, focus on the, huge attention on the outside appearances, and so I definitely feel that, there's just, I definitely feel, oh gosh, with the Emperor on the bottom. We've got the Emperor on the bottom. Yeah, I just feel like you are a force to be reckoned with. We're going to take that here. Eight of Swords. Women don't, you may not have a lot of women friends, because we do have the Eight of Swords. It's like people get in their head about you. I don't feel like it's you putting them there. I feel like it's people having to deal with, just some childhood trauma, behind friends, or their image, or their self. This is just a lot of, because we've got the Two of Wands here in reverse. I don't feel like women like really approach you to become friends or anything like that. I just, I'm getting this, again, this hesitancy. I feel like they like to sit back, and I feel like they kind of like to judge. I'm not gonna lie. Pile number one, I think you kind of, to have the Emperor and the King of Wands is kind of like a really big deal. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's just, with the four underneath it, we've got the Four of Wands here and the Six of Wands. Wow. Yeah. No, you carry a really, really big energy. To have the Emperor with you, they're stable. Okay, this is like everybody here, but people feel like you're stable, and that you are triumphant with the Six of Wands. Wow, this is just so bright with the Six of Wands. So, really interesting. That's just kind of, I think, like a overall consensus, since we're getting that from the bottom of the deck here. But let's go ahead. You know what? I actually don't mind doing the three. Oh, yeah. We've got the Elephant in reverse, because the Elephant in the upright is all about feeling like moving through obstacles, like being able to, again, with this darkness all the way around it, it's like being able to move past obstacles, move through the brush. The elephant's tusks moves through the brush, and it clears the path. And again, it's like this feeling stuck. They get in their heads about you, and they feel, but I feel like this is like their projection of you. I don't feel like this is you making them feel that way. You might just be a mean girl, but I don't think you are. I'm not getting that energy. We have stability here. We have, like, triumph. We have action. And so, yeah, you definitely put people in their feels. Pile number one, tell me in the comments, please, like, you know, what kind of reactions you've gotten from people, or, yeah, I'm just curious to kind of get to know y'all better. So, bye. We'll see you on the next one. Pile number two, yeah. Pile number two. You can't even see her because she's the same color as the pillows. Huh? She's the same color as the pillows. Sweet thing. She's your panting. Alright, so pile number two. She's ridiculous. I'm in love. I don't know how I'm going to be able to leave her. I'm going to be leaving before she leaves. I think she's going to Canada. Canada or Denver. Huh? You need some water? Why are you panting? Oh, I'm going to drink. Club soda. I know. No wine tonight. I had to get some work done. Okay, so pile number two. Let's get into this. Just take a little break there, right? Take a little break. Why are you panting? Why are you panting? I'm like, can I give you some water? Want some water? Okay, come. Alright, go on. Get some water. Go on. Okay, perfect. Oh, she thinks we're going outside. That's what she thinks. Come on, have some water. Come here. Okay, here we go. A minute 42 in. That's all right. If you're with me, you're with me. You can always fast forward. So, pile number two. Got to take care of the puppers. What do men think of you? Oh, the deck is chatty now. What do men think? Oh, I told you it was chatty. Wow. Oh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. So we've got agape and we've got the crone. They said take it in reverse. I thought we weren't taking. Okay, they said take it in reverse. Before they said not to take the other one in reverse. Anyways, I just do what I'm told. So here we have the crone in reverse and we have agape. So agape is exactly what it means. I believe it's the Latin term for love. And then we have the crone in reverse. So the crone in the occult, I don't know where it, maybe it's Wiccan or something like that. It's the maiden, the mother, and the crone. It's the triple crown or the triple goddess, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but the crone is like, you know, going into after you've gone through motherhood and hit menopause, and now you're the wise old witch in the woods, right? The crone, but they wanted me to take this crone in reverse. Oh, that's interesting. Because why would divorce come up here? Because the crone, and we're talking about later age, and with this love and energy, what do men think of you? Now I'm getting remorse. I feel like they think you're a heartbreaker. I feel like, you know, the crone, I feel like they feel like you're never going to get old. Like you're never going to embody the crone energy. And that no matter what age you are, like you're always going to be like this spring chicken young thing, because you're just like young at heart and young, like in your body, the way you present, the way you dress, everything like that. You got it, mama? I'll get you some more later. So with the agape here, I also feel like men feel like this mother, you know, yeah, I'm getting all three of them here. I'm kind of getting the maiden, the mother, with the crone in reverse. Like there's just nurturing quality to you that men really appreciate and really like, and really just, yeah, I'm just getting like really like major, but there's a youthfulness to you. So can we get some more? Oh, wow. With the daughter of wands. With the 10, very interesting. So we've got the page of wands in reverse here, and I think that men feel that it's more that heartbreaker vibe. Like they just feel with this daughter of wands, like kind of like you're a brat. There's a little bit of a bratty energy to you, with yeah, I just feel like I'm getting this, like, there's a little bit of sass to you. There's that brat, the sass, the usefulness, the Page of Wands. They don't know what you're going to do. You know, Page of Wands in the upright is flaky, much less in the reverse. Is just kind of, I just feel like you talk back, you sass back, you're just not, I don't feel like you're very submissive. You don't bow down. There is this lovely nurturing quality to you, but there's also this, like, clap back. But I will say with this Ten of Swords here, the Ten of Swords in reverse is like, I don't feel like it lasts long. I don't feel like you hold grudges. I feel like you're able to heal very quickly. I don't feel like, oh, you did this to me and now we're just going to blah, 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 blah. You just, like, kind of move on from things, right? And this kind of page energy, like, do. Like, I don't feel like you have a problem, like, checking people, like, watch what you're going to say. I think people don't know. I think men don't know what you're going to say, what's going to come out of their mouth, and it might scare them a little. And then we have this Father of Cups, though. Again, this, like, masculine, I do love, it's like this nurturing, right? Because the Father of Cups, when we talk about the masculine energy, the king energy, they are doers. They go forward. They're in the action of doing. And then when you're in the feminine and the queen energy, you're receiving. And so you go out of your way to nurture people. You go out of the way to let people know how much you care about them and how you care about them and what it is about them. So interesting. I just had just right now, like 5 minutes ago, before I started this interaction with this person that's just like, please be genuine. And I'm like, I absolutely am. This is just how I roll. And I don't think that a lot of people are really used to having someone that's just so nurturing and having this, like, there's a je ne sais quoi about you that people just really, I think men really enjoy, but I think sometimes they might be taken aback by that. So let's get into what the women like about you. Maybe you'll be better than pile 2. That came out quick. Oh my gosh, we got the Maiden in reverse. We got the Maiden in reverse and we have the Crone in reverse. Interesting. Let's see what I get off of this. Oh, okay, I know what I'm getting this. I feel like women don't feel like you're innocent. I feel like this is like a catty group of ladies. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they feel like you're very promiscuous. Oh, with the prayer, what does this mean? What does the prayer mean? With yeah, look at the colors in this. Like, both of these have got this orange, this pink color, but with the Maiden in reverse, I feel like women, yeah, definitely feel like maybe you get around. Maybe because you are so loving, they may not feel like you're being genuine, just because I'm just coming out of this interaction where somebody might not think that you're genuine. And then we have the prayer with all of this really confused. I feel like they don't know what to think about you, again, with pile number 1, but this is different. I don't feel like they're lurking in the shadow. I feel like they feel like you're all over the place. That there's someone that they can't catch up with. I'm getting someone, and there's this star, there's this pile. Yeah, you're very unpredictable. That they feel like you're all over the place. There's like this penny over here, there's the star, there's this hand reaching. I feel like they think that you're very, with the Maiden in reverse, like very, there's that immaturity. I feel like women feel like you're very immature and that you don't have like a lot of direction and a lot of focus. And maybe I'm really starting to get more of that catty vibe, though, of like, you don't know what you're doing and that you just kind of like, you're puffing yourself up. And like, I'm getting a little bit of an egotistical energy off of you, or not off of you, but off of them and what they feel about you. Luna, you gonna stay down there? I'm gonna get some more water in the next pile and wash my cup out. Okay, what else about women? Let's see here. Oh, that wants to come out, and it wanted to flip down. And like, can you see the cards here? We've got the oh, interesting. Yeah, you give people a different perspective. We got the Hangman in reverse. I love this Hangman card. Oh, wow. Oh, we've got the Hangman in reverse. Can you see the bat? Okay, I'm gonna go further back. I'm like, can I turn this down? Turn this down. Does it really matter? Okay, so we've got the bat. So, the bat in Hanging Man, the Hanged Man, when he's upside down, when he's in the upright, the card is in the upright, and he's hanging down, he's trying to see things from a different angle, trying to see, when he comes in the upright, it's like somebody that's been hanging, and then they come upright, and they're like, oh my gosh, I've got it, eureka, right? So, but I feel like women once they meet you and then they get to know you, then they have this different perspective of you. Sorry, bangs are driving me crazy. Then they have this different perspective of you because this came up very separately and it came over here, and I feel like it's telling me, because we have the Four of Swords with the Ace of Cups, and I'm just mushing it together. All you other readers, you know, when we're in flow, like all the words get all mushed up. So we've got the Four Swords. Then when they meet you, their different perspective is you're super chill, you're very gentle, you've got this lamb energy. Also, you know, with the swords hovering above, I feel like they feel like you're like this a little like angelic, actually. I feel like, oh, I'm also getting lamb to the slaughter. Like they think that you're innocent. You know, it's really funny that we've got these women with this Ace of Cups. I love this. It's like they had this perspective. They kind of thought you were a hoe. And now they want to protect you and they want to love on you. I love that so much. I'm sorry I called y'all catty. But, you know, I think it really takes a while, and I definitely feel, because this kind of flew over here, is I feel like everybody wants to protect you. I think people want to protect who you are. They want to know that someone out there is as genuine and as kind and as loving as you actually are who you say you are. And then once people find that, I feel like they never want to let it go. And people that do in your past that have let it go really regret it. Because they never meet anybody, or hardly ever meet anybody that is just like as upfront, genuine, and caring as you, and they don't really know it. I think a lot of people just feel like it's kind of a, like, oh yeah, we'll see when we really get to know him, you know. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, oh, that's really interesting. We've got the crocodile here. Oh, we didn't get one. But I feel like they can learn from you. Now I'm getting this watching energy, and sometimes, you know, this crocodile can kind of creep you out. But, you know, with the smile on it, it's like, you know, because this is an ancient animal, right, that's been around, and it's got this, but, yeah, I feel like they do watch you, I think, but it's more of an observation, you know. I feel like they feel like they can learn a lot from you. I'm just getting, like, a lot of, like, also I'm getting a humbleness and a humility to you, along with this lamb energy, that people, you know, think that you're just this run around, you know, throwing your kitty everywhere and everything like that. And I think people really realize that this youthful energy, that, you know, this young, innocent type of whatever, is something that they want to protect. Also, I feel like people, you know, again, the crocodile can be very ferocious and, you know, is observing its prey, but I feel like they're observing you, they're watching, they're taking notes, but they're also protecting you. Definitely getting that protector energy. And then I am going to pull one for the men over here because I didn't. Oh yeah, we've got elephant in the upright. Men just really think, also they might carry a torch for you. You might, with that heartbreaker energy over here, they might just really, there's a lot of people that wish they could be with you, maybe don't feel like you're out of their league or something along those lines, because I'm getting that torch, whatever, but they feel this is the most auspicious card in this deck, other than I think the cosmic egg, or, you know, golden egg is about to hatch. But this is all about, like, you have gone through a lot of stuff, right? That broken tusk is like, but you still have this, you still carry love, you still have fire, you're not bitter, right? You have not been bitter, you still carry this love energy, and you're very, very forward and forthcoming in giving your cup to other people and loving on them. And I think both men and women just really adore you once they kind of get to know you. All right, pile number 2, thank you for sharing that with me. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. Oh, welcome, oh, welcome, oh, welcome. Let's see here. Let's get into this. What do men think of you versus women? So we just got this all shuffled up, and hands are so dry. What do you men, and so are the cards, which is good. We don't like wet cards. We don't like wet cards. I love this jumpsuit that I don't have to worry about, like, showing the hoo-ha. I think you're very funny. I like your energy. Hello. Can we say hello? This dog's gonna make me famous. Pile number 3. What do men think of you? Oh, see, this one is like not as chatty as pile number. Okay, is it coming out? It's coming out. Unseen. Are we leaving it? Okay. Interesting. Oh, wow. We got unseen in reverse. Oh, they don't know what to think of you yet. We've got this unseen card in the reverse, and then we've got the offering, and we have the empty room. So the unseen. I'm just getting from this intuitively because I'm focusing on the unseen, the word unseen, but for me, it's like I don't feel like people know. I feel like you're very mysterious because we have the empty room. I feel like people want to put you in the box, but they don't know what kind of box to put you. This is with men, and we've got the offering. I feel like you're, yeah, I'm just getting like very like siren-esque, coquettish vibes where, you know, is it the coquette? Or the, in the Art of Seduction. I believe that's the name. I can't access that part of my brain right now while I'm in flow, but it's definitely like this hot and cold, like people don't know what to get from you. The other pile was like unexpected, and they're just kind of like bratty and this, that, and the other. I feel like this is very mysterious. I don't feel like you express yourself. I feel like you keep a lot of things to yourself. You know, there's a lot of people that walk around and just like spout out all their business to everybody, and I feel like you're very unique with this empty room, again with this box where people are like, what box do I put her in? Like, you know, with me, they never know what ethnicity I am, and they don't know if I'm Hawaiian or African American or, you know, anything. I'm very racially ambiguous depending on what hair I'm wearing, you know, and what style I've got going on. So I feel like there's a lot of people that really want to offer their hand. I feel like men are very drawn to, yeah, I'm getting this magnetism. It's like what they don't know, what they can't see, they want to see, right? That's really what's drawing people in and very attractive on here with the riddle on the bottom. You can't make this stuff up. I love my job. I really do. This stuff is so cool to me. Yeah, you are just like, people can't figure it out. They don't know how, there's so much, oh, and I'm looking at this riddle card now. It's like this want to be, all this, you know, there's all of these things they can't see, but there's all these gems inside. Yeah, there's definitely something about you that people know that there's something going on. There are so many different facets to you. There's so many different sides of you. I feel like when they do get to know you, they realize, they're like, and you do this, and you do that, and you do that. And like, these are pearls. These are actual, like, you know, you've realized a lot of stuff there in your heads. I love that the masculine energy was at pile number 1. It was the women that were in their heads about you. And here we have the 8 of Swords with the Son of Cups. Yeah, I feel like we have the offering. They're coming from this dark energy and trying to go into this light energy, right? They're reaching towards you with the Son of Cups here, but I feel like a lot of men feel unworthy around you with the Son of Cups, and they get into their heads about you and they don't offer their cup, or they're just really, really like, you might attract a lot of narcissists too, just with the Son of Cups. Like, you know, the Son of Cups is an emotional manipulator. He's like, before he becomes the King of Cups in reverse, which is like the master emotional manipulator. So you might have a lot of like, you know, F-boys or whatever might be the only people that really approach you. I feel like because of this magnet, you know, with the fault line here in the bottom, yeah, you might carry, I'm getting very siren-esque, like catalyst energy with another box. I can't even make this stuff up. Oh my gosh. It's like this, you get people in their head, they don't know how to communicate, you know, Son of Cups, you know, in the upright, the Knight of Cups, you know, offers his cup or whatever. I feel like you get these people that are trying to get you to chase them. I think because you are so magnanimous, so magnetic, you know, I feel like you get a lot of people, like the guys that are usually the handsomest guy in the room or whatever, are used to getting all the attention. And I feel like they try and get you to chase them, and I don't feel like you chase. You're like, I don't chase, I attract. And that's why you get a lot of attention from people and from the male species. Let's get a little, that's funny. I can just see a lot of frustrated men. I also feel, look at this, we got the black egg that comes out here, right? This mystery. Who are they? What are they saying? What's going on in there? With the, I think people feel it would be too much work. We got B in reverse. Well, B in the upright, yeah, I'm just getting this nasty and gnarly with the fault line, men just are like, it's too much work to be with you. I feel like they feel like they would have to level up or something, or like castrate themselves or something to be with you. I feel like they're all up in your business though. What do they think of you? I feel like they feel like you're very busy. I also, people have this fear of spiders though, especially large black ones like tarantulas, and they're like ground spiders and they burrow. I feel like you scare men. I do, because they don't know what to think of you, right? There's this riddle, there's this fault line, there's this box, they don't know what to do with you. And I think it wigs them out a little bit. And you don't give them anything, right? You're like, you're going to have to come towards me. And they're like, I think I might have to level up as a person in order to be around you. File number 3, comment down below if this is resonating. I love this energy. I just get these guys. No, I'm not going to touch that. I want to offer it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I feel like you also have, there's a healingness to you. There's something that's drawing people in, and they just cannot. It's really funny. Pile number 3. You might want to check out pile number 2. I don't know what just flipped up. I want to see it though. The village. Interesting. So what do women think of you? I like it. What do women think of you? Oh, the deck is moving a lot faster now. What do women think of my pile? Ooh, the tear. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they like the shadow in reverse. I don't think they like you. I feel like when you walk in the room, there are tears. People are like, oh. They're here, women particularly. They feel like there's this jewel, there's this eye, there's this, I'm just getting envy. They feel like you might just carry that like Queen of Wands, Empress energy that like, and now you're going to snore in my reading, really? We're going to snore in the reading. I think that they are really kind of, and then we have this shadow in reverse. The shadow up, for me, that just makes me feel like you've just got this, like, you're in your villain era. I feel like you are not afraid to show your shadow. Along with all this black imagery and along with the magnetic egg over here, I don't think that you are scared of saying, like, this is who I am, this is how I roll. Like it or not, that's your problem. If you have the issue, if you have insecurities, that's on you. That's not on me. And so, yeah, I definitely feel like women kind of pucker up a little in some places. Because I don't know why people, always put themselves in the competition. I think it's just human nature. But I'm getting that competition energy too with the shadow. I think people place themselves beside you and feel like they don't measure up. And this is women feeling that way. So, yeah, you might want to check out pile number 2. I don't know. It's a very different energy. This is very Lilith. And 9 of Pentacles, yeah, your independence, just really different perspective. Oh, I like that. Oh, really? Oh, it's both. Okay. Because we have the 9 of Pentacles, so they see you as very independent. I heard just mouthy, too. I get that all the time. I don't realize, but this is, again, in New York, I'm not considered mouthy. In Texas, I'm considered mouthy. People are like, we don't talk like that around these parts. Who do you think and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm being normal, like I'm expressing myself, don't gaslight me. But this 9 of Pentacles, it's like, and you've got all these feathers here. It's like you are your own entity. You don't care if people like you or not. You're like, I'm gonna do me. This is the pre-Empress card. This is someone that's got so much things, and you keep everything to yourself. Again, this quietness, this magnetism. This is, how that there's a sacredness to keeping things to yourself and keeping your plans to yourself and keeping your dreams to yourself. You don't let anybody mess with them. They can't mess with them. They can't drag you down about them. Why? Because you don't tell them what they are. Right? You're very, very self-contained, right? All of this box imagery, all of this, everything's inside of you. Keep everything. You keep the jewels hidden. You don't splash it all over the place. I think that's another thing is like, not only with your business, but I don't feel like you're very, I feel like you're well put together, but you're not like, hey, look at me when you walk out of the house. But then they get a different perspective of you, and immediately I got that they run away from you. I've got the Chariot. And I feel like some run towards you, but I think most people, when they really get to know you, they feel all of this, and then they see how independent you are. I think, not people, but women particularly, I think they get this, you know, they do get a different perspective, but I don't think they want to have anything to do with you, because I get, again, I'm getting this comparison energy, like they are just like, I can't compete, that competing energy, I can't compete, and they move on, like they're like, I don't want to be like in the same room with, I don't want to be in the same room with them, they're definitely not going to be in my friend group, you know, the wolf, you know, the perimeter, I feel like this is them, I feel like this is women with you, that they're like, you can't come in, because the wolf goes around the perimeter. If it's in the reverse, it's a little paranoid and everything like that, but I think with you, I think women are very like high on alert, because usually I'd say this is, you know, what they think of you, but I think this is just like, you can't come in, I'm watching you, I'm making sure you're not going to steal my man or steal something. There's this, more that has, oh my gosh, with the Cobra in reverse on the bottom. Yeah, they don't want to have anything to do with you. There's a group, whatever this group of ladies is, like the men, they're drawn in, and with the women, you repel them. So pile number 3, comment down below if this resonated. I actually really enjoyed this one. Yeah, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, if you're interested in personal readings, you can check out my link. Which way will the phone be facing? So it's this way, or it's this way. Either way, there's a link tree, or down below in the description box. You can go check out my Fiverr gig. I'm like legal instead of doing it like on Gmail now. So anyways, yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.